Konnichiwa YouTube. Sorry it's been a while since I last updated. Obviously I had my time in Japan and then we've had a few storms which have just stopped the car boots running. But the weather was good today and because of that we have a really decent sized haul of Christmas goodies. There is one more car boot sale left of the year, so who knows, maybe we'll get some more stuff too. After the car boot, I met up with James from Carboot Collectors and we hung around for him a little bit, went around the charity shops. I found this t-shirt in a charity shop for £2. It's actually a cool shirt, so merchandise from like the Cold Ones guys. That was £2. And I found this little fella from Dungeons and Dragons in one of the other charity shops for 50p. So that wasn't bad. But let's run through all the other stuff. Found this copy of the Daily Telegraph from 1939 where Britain was first at war. That was 50p. Found this nice little ashtray with a skull and flames and things. That was £1. Bought these bits from someone who I bought a big job lot that I'll show you shortly. Originally in the morning I asked him how much the mugs were and he said £2 each, and I thought that was a bit too much. So I didn't look too much further. He had these two mugs and this Batman and Robin bowl. This is from 1966, incredibly. I only saw one of these at first, so I asked him what he wanted for the pair, this and this, and he said £5. And I said I'd keep looking. I found another mug, found this, which is really similar to some of the things that I've got in a previous video. He had a box of postcards. In the postcards there's this Jackie fold-out photo album, this News from Guernsey, a few old tickets to Longleat House, and a little flip book of postcards from Stour Head in Wiltshire. So I put all those together, and there was about 7 comics as well that were missing from the job lot. And I asked him what he wanted for the whole lot, and he said £5. So, okay, I don't know if he thought maybe I'd already paid for those. But yeah, all in all, I don't know what he was doing with his sums, but I was pleased. Bought these. There was a lady who had 3 big black bin bags on her table, and they had these little tin signs that said Jack Russell lived here, and loads of these really cool sort of birthday cards as well. So I asked her how much these birthday cards are, because they are actually quite nice, and they were all labelled up at £4 as retail, and I really like them. They're all like layered, if that's the word. They've all got a bit on the top. Don't know what they look like on the inside, to be fair. But I thought they were really nice. She said it was 50p for the cards, which is normally a bit more than I'd like to spend on cards, but they are nice. And then some of the tin signs also had these metal signs in there, which had £12.99 on the back of the small ones and £14.99 on the back of these big ones. So I asked her how much the signs were. She said they were £1. So I got all of the £12.99 and £14.99 ones. There was one more, but it'd gone all rusty here, so I put that back, and as soon as I put it down, someone else picked it up. I mean, I am going to just stick these on eBay, and although they cost me £1, they're going to be quite heavy to ship because they're all iron. But yeah, I was surprised how quickly someone else was like, oh yeah, I'll have that. So I think I spent like £8, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I forget. But yeah, we spent a little bit of money. Well, wasn't a great deal. Maybe it was a tenner. Who knows? Got these as some little 50p bits. I think this is Limburger, like the bad guy from Biker Mice from Mars, but I don't know. This weird little gnome thing, and this weird little miniature Bunnykins Golden Jubilee 1984 thing. You might remember years ago, or I don't know, it might have only been this year, there was like a chess or snakes and ladders one with little pixies on. That one on eBay and sold instantly, so if I see any more stuff like that, I shall pick it up. I've got some assorted bits and bobs for Christmas. They're really cheap too. Right, on to the other stuff. So I bought this. It did have another one of these, which, there it is. Thought I'd lost it. There it is. This weird big pink castle. Couldn't figure out what it was. Had some little pieces that all had My Little Pony stickers on. But it wasn't until I saw that there's a pony on this blue gate that goes in there, and at the bottom says 1984 Mattel or Hasbro or something, that this must be some sort of like My Little Pony castle. So I asked them how much it was. They said £1. Haven't looked it up to see if it's worth anything. It's obviously a bit grubby and missing a load of bits, but we'll try cleaning it up. I think it'll be worth more than £1. Don't know if it was a steal or not, but I guess we'll find out. They also had some cassettes. So I got myself Don McLean's American Pie, Thunder, who I've never heard of, an Elvis one, which might be like some silly reissue, Genesis, Invisible Touch, and Roxy Music, which my mum might actually like. Flesh and Blood, they were 50p each. He had this 7-Up pencil case, also 50p, and he had this. This is one of the rockets from the Buzz Lightyear action figures from back in the day. Not sure if that would have some value, but I know some of the rocket Buzz Lightyears were worth good money. And then he had these. These were posters that he said when him and his missus were younger, they'd go and rent videos from the video shop, and they'd ask the video people when they were done with the posters, could they keep them? So he had a whole stack of them. So I got Casper, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Star Wars, some reissue one, and also GoldenEye. They were £1 each, so I was on like £4, £5, £6, £7. I think we were like £8 all in at the end, so I didn't think that was so bad. Got this from someone for 10p. I've only bought it because if you remember, there's like an old yo-yo in one of my previous videos. That's like insane money. So now if I see little Coke things, I might pick them up, especially if they're 10p. Guy also saw me struggling to carry that, so he gave me a massive bag for it for nothing as well. Well, I gave him 10p. The bag must have been like a few quid in the shop. Anyway, these are the comics that I got with the plate and the mug thing. 'Cause I think these were just like ones that previously should have been in the other box. There was some like 5 of them, but I've pulled out all the other Donald and Mickey ones and put them all together so you get an idea of what was in this next lot. So there's quite a few Donald and Mickey and Walt Disney ones there. There's a big stack of Disneyland ones here, some Play Hour and Robin. These are all a bit random. Some Noddy Time, Little Star that I've never heard of, Bimbo, there's only one Bimbo. These, which are really weird, Charles Atlas, the title of world's most perfectly developed man, who says that it's especially important in the matters of diet drinks and sex and tobacco not to indulge to excess. All right, if you say so, Mr. Atlas. So there's 11 of those. Looks like they were like a set of 12, and James looked it up and said that a set of 12 recently sold for 40 quid. But I only have 11, annoyingly. I've got Jack and Jill, a couple of those. There's some Toby magazines. I don't remember Toby. A fair few TV comic ones with Tom and Jerry in. Let's just get past those. Some 24-page Tesco Fun and Games magazines. Don't ever remember Tesco doing Fun and Game magazine, but okay. Crazy Comic. Don't remember that one at all. Seesaw. Don't remember either. Read to Me. Don't remember. Speed and Power. Don't remember. But then, to be fair, these are all from the 70s, all of these things. The reason I wanted the job lot was because they had this Spider-Man comic in here. And it's only number 42. So, yeah, that one was really why I wanted the whole set. Pippin in Playland. There's a fair few of those. Then there's Just Playland with Sooty in as well. So I don't know what's going on there. These are some other unique ones. Super Kids, Blue Peter Holiday Special, and Lamb Chop. Who knew that Lamb Chop had its own comic book? And then the rest of the box, there's about 130 Twinkle books. And then these are a bit more of a random mix, but of not so exciting things. Tammy, Jack and Jill, Teddy Bear, Victor, Action Comics, Victor, Valiant and Lion, Warlord, Action Comics again, Little Stars or something, and a few missing pages. But all in all, I paid 20 quid for all of the job lot of comics. Definitely the Spider-Man one is probably going to be the most interesting, but also the one I'm more likely to keep. But overall, I think we could probably make some good money on that. Looked at this J.K. Rowling book because recently a book I bought for it was some sort of encyclopedia of Star Wars, sold for 50 quid, which was just insane. So I opened this one up, looked in good condition, and it said 30 quid new. They wanted 50p, so we had that. There was a table that started off very expensive, and then about 11 o'clock, or No, it was probably more like 10 o'clock. I was gone by 11. So about 10 o'clock, they were like, oh, everything 50p. And they had this big bundle of Gaelic blessings. Yeah, they're all very, very similar. But I haven't counted. There's just a stack of them. And they wanted 50p for the whole lot. So I'm just going to separate them up, find which ones are identical. We'll list them on eBay at something like, I don't know, £3 and free postage, and throw them in an envelope, and out they go. But yeah, we could make some decent money out of 50p on Gaelic blessings, potentially. Got a big stack of cards. These were 10p each. I do love it when cards are that sort of price as well, especially if they're nice cards, because it just means they go in a drawer whenever it's someone's birthday, or you want to leave a little card to the side. There's just loads of them at hand. So that was 35 cards for £3.50. And then, oh, we'll do one more thing before we get to the good stuff. Bought this from Trader Mark, 1984, OG Gremlins Gizmo. He was a tenner. I mean, ideally you find this for 50p, but I think he's probably worth a tenner. So, yeah, I don't have one of those. And then we come to the good bit. Oh, my word. So, I walked up to the table and saw this massive, huge, giant dragon skull, which is going to be amazing for Dungeons and Dragons. It's probably actually too big to fit on my shelf with all my like little gremlins and goblins and dragons and things. There's not going to be enough room on there, so I don't quite know where I'm going to store him. But he wanted 50 quid for this. He wanted 25 quid for this. He wanted 25 quid for this one, because this one's heavy. It's the only one that's not Nemesis Now, I think, and the jaw opens. He wanted 15 quid for this. That one I didn't ask the price of at the time. He wanted 15 quid for this Aliens money box, and he wanted a fiver for that. This one he later pulled out after we came to our first deal, and he wanted 25 for it. So he was like 50, like 75, like 95, 110, 125, 130. And then with that, it would have been 155. And then with this, I imagine he would have been 10 or 15 again. So he probably wanted like 170 for the whole lot. But we came to a deal. So bought this straight away because I knew someone was going to nab that. So got that for 40 quid. Then he threw this one in and this one in, the one with the jaw moving, and this one in. And I think that was 70 quid. Yeah, 70 quid. So this one he said was 40, and then it was like 50, or I don't know, 15 each. I don't know. But yeah, it worked out as something like 70 quid. And then after I finished paying, he pulled this out, and I was like, oh man, I really like that too. How much is this? And he said 25. No, it's too much for me. Anyway, I went back and I was looking at it, and I said to him, look, I really don't have too much money. It's nice, but I probably can't afford it. So he said, I'll have it for 20, and I still ummed and ahed, so he said 15. So then we went up to 85, and then I went back at the end and looked at these last three, because they obviously weren't selling so well for him. This is some sort of Diamond Select money bank from like 2014, I think it was. I can't see it on the bottom now though. But he had that one, this cool skull with the snake, and this one here that I just liked all the sort of designs on it. And he said 20 quid for the three. So in the end, I spent £95 on this whole lot. I haven't looked them all up yet, but the only one of those I can find anywhere online is going for 200 quid. And the only one of those I can find online is going for 95 quid. Seeing as I'm going to keep that one, and I might keep this little demon fella too. And maybe this skull, because he's pretty cool. Maybe this skull too. I don't know. But this one I can definitely shift. Just get him off, get some money back, get rid of the alien bank, maybe get rid of this one, maybe this one, maybe that one. But yeah, there'll be some money to be made in that. Even though it's a big outlay, I can keep the ones I like and still make some money. So overall, I felt like I had a really nice day out at the boot sale. I got some stuff for the eBay page, which is going really well. I'm obviously going to have quite a hefty tax bill now, though, because we've been selling so much. But yeah, lots of money coming in, which is good because we spent a fair bit in Japan. I have missed a very small Carboot Haul video, and I've missed the Japan haul video, so I might do a little bit of that and upload that later on, and maybe one more before Christmas as well. So sorry for the delay in videos, guys. They are going to start coming back through again. Hope you enjoyed seeing all my goodies, especially this beastie one. He was just awesome. So yeah, we're back on it. Promise we're back, and I'll let you know how all the eBay stuff goes too. Thanks, guys. Bye.